Okay, guys, we have a cool episode today. We are talking about why men are getting married later. I wanted to cover this topic because I'm 35 years old and I don't have a wife. I don't have children. If you look at this graph, you look at this chart or whatever up here, you'll notice men are they're getting married younger and younger. My mistake. Men are getting married older and older. So maybe I'm not in the minority here. And I wanted to talk about why. I wanted to talk about, I guess, what's leading to that. What I read that I found interesting. And I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys. Maybe this is cope for me. And yeah, let's talk about it. So the first thing it says is that marriage is happening late. Men and women are both waiting longer than previous generations. Many prioritize education, careers, or financial stability first. I can definitely relate to that. I'm sure everyone watching this can relate to that because we live in a society right now, 2026 specifically. Things are expensive. Putting things off a little bit here so that, like, in the future, your future is better because you have the delayed gratification, I think, is important. And doing that now, if you're a young man and you're watching this, doing that now, it's okay. Put like relationships and things off and prioritize education in your career, building yourself up before you come in contact with somebody else because they're going to want to lean on you and help yourself. You won't be able to help them. Okay. The other thing it says here, number 2, is financial pressures, housing costs, inflation, student debt. We kind of just covered that a little bit too. It's super out the ass as far as expenses are concerned. Like, what are we doing here? It's hard to afford things, no matter who you are. If you've been in this economy for a long time, or if you're just getting started, or like even if you are a rich person, if you're very wealthy, you can still look around and be like, wow, these things, like groceries are more, gas is more, like paying for clothes is more, shipping costs more, like everything is it's too much. At what point are we just like, whoa, we can't get married anymore? We have to put marriage off at least for a little bit until we recover financially here. Jeez. The other thing it says here, number 3, it looks like changing gender roles. Just traditional expectations that men are the primary provider and women are the primary caregiver have shifted. Couples are still figuring out that what modern partnerships look like. I don't know. I still think there's like a traditional group of people out there who we just want to get married the normal way. We still have traditional values, because women still want you to pay for things and be a strong guy and be their support, whatever. They want you to be all those things. I don't feel that has changed much, But what do I know? Modern partnerships maybe look a little bit different than they used to, for sure. I mean, that's for sure. Anyways, higher expectations for relationships. People today often expect a spouse to be a best friend, romantic partner, co-parent, emotional support, and financial teammate. Those higher expectations can make people more selective. They damn sure have made me more selective, that's for sure. The older I get, the more that I continue to date, I'm like, man, it's not getting any easier. It's harder to get exactly what you want, the way you want it, and still oh man, I'm not going to sacrifice this or this. I mean, I will at this point. I'll sacrifice, in some areas. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm a good guy, and so what I deserve and what I want, I still put it up here. But I realize there are some things that, myself, any guy close to my age or younger, that we can do, to better ourselves, right? Become a better partner. And the other thing too, it looks like the next thing is fear of divorce. I would say, guys my age and maybe a little younger, a little older than me even, I think that's a big fear. You know, losing all your money. In my line of work, I'm a mortgage banker, and I saw this lady. She was suing her. So she divorced her husband, her ex-husband at this point, but I was qualifying her for a loan, and to see like the way her compensation was broken down, it was a 3-year period where this guy has to pay her 1.3 million over 3 years. Wow. I mean, it may not seem like a lot, but I mean, that's a lot, kind of, And then there was other things that he had to give her too. I think a lot of guys are afraid of that, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's a reason kind of holding you back, right? Kind of is for me too. Fear of getting divorced and getting my ass left. Dating apps have changed, and dating apps have expanded people's options, but can also create choice overload, encourage short-term dating, and make it harder for some people to form lasting relationships. Wow. Yeah, for sure. That's me. I've been on the dating apps far too long, for sure. It's easy for me also. Like, I'm kind of in the category on there where, like, I swear to God, I can get infinite matches. It kind of seems like sometimes. But it's like, it's choice overload. It's, you start to just develop, like, just this weird outlook to, like, meeting people and meeting girls. I don't know, man. It's enjoyable anymore. It's hard to make connections out there. It's hard to find the authenticity that you're really looking for. And I hate to say it, but every time you meet these women, just a little bit worse in person, bro. Sorry, man. Sorry. That's my experience, bro. Changing priorities. Some men value independence, travel, hobbies, career growth, entrepreneurship over getting married. I think there's a subset of our generation that feels that way. I can't be the only one who is like this. Or like, I mean, it's appealing to get married, man. It'd be appealing to have a family, settle down, but I still feel like there's so much more to life that doesn't involve that. I might be the 40-year-old guy, like 45 even, that gets married, guys, and has kids, like, with a younger woman. I don't know. Don't listen to all my advice. No, but seriously, I sometimes think about that. Like, there's still things I want to do, places I want to travel. I mean, I'd be willing to do it with the woman of my dreams that I loved, or whatever the case. Yeah, like, I'm open to that. I want that for sure. I'm not just saying it either. That's actually what I really want. It's just been hard and challenging for me to find. Like, probably a lot of people, who watch my channel, or like who are around my same age range, right? There is one more on here that I guess I wanted to touch on. It says mental health and loneliness, anxiety, depression, and social isolation can make dating and maintaining relationships more difficult. Guys, I won't lie. This one right there resonated with me. I've experienced depression. I've experienced loneliness before. Probably like a lot of the young men or the viewers that are looking at my content here. You may be in a place in your life sometimes where you feel lonely. You feel like it's just you. And there, in turn, then you struggle with commitment. You struggle with communication, conflict resolution, and stuff like that. Being vulnerable. I've experienced all that. I would say sometimes even now. And so I just wanted to say that you're not alone. And if you look at this graph here, actually, a lot of men do struggle with mental health things. And so maybe that's not touched on that much, but that can also be definitely playing a role to the reason why less men get married in 2026. Those are just my thoughts, guys. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. Let me know in the comment section. Do you like these type of videos? It's kind of like me just doing whatever. You know, I want to like impart some of my wisdom with you guys in a way. Sometimes it can just be fun and stupid off the cuff, and just tell you some of the experiences that I've had. And if it helps you in some way or another, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Bye bye.